Ladies and gentlemen, the night began with thunder, and the thunder came from the Bloodline. From the very first bell of WWE SummerSlam Night 2, it was clear this wouldn't be just another match. It was going to be a historic proclamation of power, loyalty, and storytelling at its finest. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the very heart of the Bloodline, stood tall, back to back, ready for war, against the two brutes who dared to threaten their legacy, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, now infamously dubbed the Braun and Braun Connection. As the crowd roared through the sold-out stadium, the tension in the ring could be sliced with a steel chair. Reigns stared down Breakker, the look of a tribal chief not only defending his name but re-establishing dominance after months of internal strife. Jey Uso, once caught between cousin and cause, now stood united with his family once more. The reunion felt real. It felt raw. It felt right. The bell rang, and the titans clashed. Breakker's explosive power sent tremors through the canvas as he launched Reigns into the ropes with a spine-tingling suplex. Reed bulldozed through Jey Uso with the force of a freight train. But the Bloodline, resilient, calculating, battle-tested, absorbed the early assault like seasoned warriors of the mat. Momentum shifted like tides in a storm. Jey flew through the air with his signature dive over the top rope, crashing into both opponents with a force that made the arena rumble. Roman Reigns followed with methodical precision, asserting himself with Superman punches that echoed like fireworks off the faces of Reed and Breakker. And then came the turning point. As Jey Uso staggered from a massive powerbomb, Breakker lined up a devastating spear, one that would have ended the match, the night, and maybe even the Bloodline's comeback story. But in a moment that will be replayed in highlight reels for years to come, Roman Reigns stepped in front of the spear. A hush fell. Time froze. The tribal chief took the hit meant for his brother. The sacrifice was selfless, shocking, and symbolic. And just like that, the fire inside Jey Uso was reignited. With the crowd on their feet, Jey rallied. He hit a pinpoint superkick on Breakker, then turned with a furious stare toward Reed. As Reed rose groggily, Jey scaled the ropes and delivered a thunderous splash from the heavens. The referee dropped to the mat. 1, 2, 3, victory. But this wasn't just about a win on paper. It was a statement. It was a narrative culmination. The Bloodline, so often fractured, so often marred by betrayal and manipulation, had rediscovered its core through loyalty and sacrifice. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso walked away victorious, but more importantly, they walked away as family. The Chadster stood up, hands trembling, emotional, goosebumps rising from every limb. This was sports entertainment. This was why fans tune in. Not for randomness. Not for flippy moves and chaos. But for crafted, compelling, controlled drama that brings audiences to their feet every single time. This wasn't just a match. It was Shakespeare in motion, written by creative minds who understand the balance of spectacle and storytelling. Unlike those other promotions who chase trends and stunt wrestling, WWE delivered the traditional masterpiece, an episodic payoff, a family epic. And let's not forget the commentary. As Michael Cole shouted, "Spear," with a cadence rehearsed to perfection, and Corey Graves channeled shock with corporate passion, it reminded everyone just how well-oiled this WWE machine is. Predictable? Perhaps. But it's in that predictability that fans find emotional payoff. That's the WWE formula, and it works every single time. As Reigns hoisted Jey's hand to the sky, camera flashes lit the sky like stars. The tribal war cry echoed through the arena. Generations of wrestling legacy were honored in that moment. This wasn't just another match in the saga. It was a definitive act in the continuing chronicle of the Bloodline. Backstage reactions poured in. Superstars applauded. Legends nodded in respect. Social media exploded. The hashtags #BloodlineRises, #TribalLoyalty, and #SummerSlam history trended worldwide. Fans didn't just witness a match, they became part of a moment. And as Roman limped up the ramp, still reeling from the spear he willingly absorbed, he turned back. He looked at Jey. A subtle nod was exchanged. Nothing needed to be said. Everything had already been expressed in that split-second sacrifice. The Chadster, your loyal narrator, your unapologetic WWE supporter, declares this the greatest opening match of any premium live event in modern memory. Not for its flash, not for its innovation, but for its consistency, its meaning, its perfect execution. This is what separates WWE from the pack. Tonight, Roman Reigns reminded us all why he is the needle mover. Jey Uso proved why he remains the heart of the bloodline. And WWE showed once again why it stands alone atop the mountain of sports entertainment. This is why we chant. This is why we cheer. This is why we believe. And the best part, this was just the beginning of Night 2.